No. The African Development Bank is still much bigger than the that bank because obviously it's an older institution. It has much more experience, a lot more capacity, highly skilled people. But I think the issue is not about who is senior, who is junior. I go back to the issue of complementarity. I go to the issue of how we leverage every force we can find in the world to attract capital in the continent. So if the FDB could work with the BRICS Bank and the Asian Infrastructure Bank to attract those kind of investments in Africa, for me, that would be a lot more interesting than who is doing more, who is doing less. It's a whole ecosystem. I think in the international financial architecture is trying to see how you work as an ecosystem, not as a league of who is doing what more than the other.
Okay. Can I ask you, you got a lot of experience of multilateral organizations. What is your view on BRICS? And what do you think it is really? And what could it be? Or what should it be? But what is it?
You know, I think that I go back to the turn of the millennium, when most of the growth which was driving the global economy was coming from some of these large countries in the global south, the like of China, India, Brazil, and so on. Those were the ones actually pulling up the global growth. But there is now, I think, India, Indonesia, to an extent, China are likely to do. And so it is natural that those countries who have been the engines in recent economic growth seek to set up their own organization or system. I think there's too much talk nowadays about something called multipolarity. It's quite a popular word. I think that how many are they, 4, 5, 10, I don't know. I think the case is that there'll be a lot of what some of my colleagues, including former president of the World Bank, Bob Zolik, a friend of mine, called the fragmentation. We're likely to see more fragmentation in different compositions, whether it is from the global north or the emerging markets and so on. So me, I see the BRICS as part of that reflection, the reconfiguration of different economic blocks to reflect the realities of today.